Don't fight it. It's time to go up a size. This is the biggest.
This is the biggest.
Our biggest show.
The Hodaki Big Show. With Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this Monday afternoon, the 12th of June, 2023. You, my friends, are listening to The Big Show. All fired up today. All fired up. Minogue, Pugs, you mad bastard, and Hoyty J to take you through the afternoon. And, you know, I've said it time and time again. I'm not going to say it again, but you are a stallion, Minogue. Look at you.
Yeah.
Lovely. I'm liking your T-shirt there. What do you call that? An olive green?
I think, yeah, it's
bay
green.
leaf.
I
Is
call
it bay
green.
leaf?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
What's that other colour? You got a little other colour
I
on there.
spilled some Subway all down my front.
Oh, right.
that's
okay.
right.
It was pretty good. It's
Yeah,
pretty good
nice.
effort. I was pretty stoked with that. Cheers, man. Yeah, good. Monday, bring it on. Had a great weekend. All-time great weekend.
As you were saying in the podcast there, and the great thing too is you're sounding better, mate.
I'm on the up with that as well.
Yeah,
I reckon
good on
by the
you.
end of the week I'll be back to brand new. I've been on some steroids for my throat. Prednisone, it's called. Apparently, it's a very strong dose. My mother's a nurse, and she said, "Jeez, that's a lot."
Right, okay.
So I'm smashing that, and then we'll see how we go.
That'll account for the breasts.
Yeah, the buzzies. Yeah,
Oh, that's, you know, because I felt myself a little bit more titillated than normal
Oh,
today.
yeah, thank you.
And you're just looking so good, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Hey, and great that the voice is sounding better too,
Yeah,
mate.
I'm feeling really pleased about it. I know she called them Pugs, but I think it'll be easier for the listeners if we just call them Other Keyzie.
Other Keyzie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Other Keyzie, you mad bastard. How's life? How was your weekend, Pugs?
I resent that so much. Yeah, look, it was good, thank you. Very relaxing, but productive though as well.
Yeah.
Very
it's good.
productive.
And productive also.
Hey.
So, yeah.
Because we
it
were
was a good
talking
time.
about that in our podcast outro too, about how much love making you were doing over the weekend.
Other
there,
Keyzie
Pugs.
was going hard.
Yeah. Other Keyzie, just going hammer and tongs. Hey, as
boy.
always at this time, I tell you what, we've got a big show ahead of us. At this time of the day, though, we love to know where you're listening to the show. What are you wearing? Text us 34883. Let's get into it.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Big audio dynamite there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Monday afternoon. Great to have your company if you're just joining us. No Keyzie this week, Mogi.
No.
He's away to Fiji. Only one text at the moment on 3483. And I just want the public to know Pugs is taking over the Able Pugs, or as he's
Able Pugs.
as he's now known, Spare Keyzie.
Spare Keyzie. Someone texted through and said, I think I prefer Spare Keyzie. We were calling them Other Keyzie.
or Sober Keyzie.
Or Hot Keyzie.
But
I'll take that.
We've,
Yeah,
we've only had one text, and now Pugs is feeling really self-conscious, and he feels like it's all his fault, Mogi. And I don't want him putting himself under that kind of pressure.
Well, I don't want him to feel bad about it, but it's a hell of a coincidence at the same time.
Yeah,
a
it
hell
is.
of a coincidence.
Just to add to that, we've actually got two more texts.
Oh, that's
Okay,
good.
cool.
Yeah,
Away you go,
Text.
Tug.
You want the other two texts?
Spare Keyzie.
G'day, fellas. Ted here, you mad bastards. Had those steroids that Mogi's taking for his cough, but had an injection for it and was taken in my bolos. Just checking if Mogi had the same. Cheers.
No, I didn't.
That wasn't
I
in your-
take 2 pills in the morning. Yeah.
And tell me, because I'm genuinely curious, does it feel any different?
Not at all. The
Right,
only thing
okay.
that they said was that you wouldn't be able to have any naps.
Right, because you're pretty
No
fired
naps,
up.
because you'll be,
that's
keeps you awake.
That's the idea of steroids, with people pumping them in the gym, is that they go hard.
You go hard, apparently, there's Spare Keyzie.
Oh, you go hard as well.
With the...
Oh, well, somebody said here on 3483, Spare Keyzie brings raw sex appeal to the show, fellas.
Yeah, he does.
So there you
Means
go.
a
We've
lot.
got to win. We've got to win
That's
already.
great.
You do exude a certain sexuality, Pugs, I have to say.
That means the world coming from someone such as yourself.
We've got another one come through here. What about Keyzie number 2s?
Another one here.
You loving that?
Another one here, Sub Keyzie.
Sub-Keyzie.
That's
That's a bit harsh.
Keyzie Junior. I think we'll just
take
keep
that.
them coming through on 3483, and
Yeah, I
we'll
think
make a
so. That's
decision by the
great,
end of the
mate.
show that we're going to get tattooed on Spare Keysie's back.
Yeah, nice. But you had a good weekend, Mogi. Obviously, you said
was
you're
a-
enjoying the sun, spending time with the farm.
It was an absolute all-timer. Simple pleasures,
Yes,
man.
indeed.
Yeah, just great quality time. Had an absolute ball, and don't really remember a hell of a lot of what happened. But good
that
times.
good.
You had a bit of an adventure, though, I understand.
Yeah, I did, mate. A bit of fishing yesterday.
Yeah.
Got myself a lovely kahawai,
Yeah.
which I filleted up. Beautiful. It's going to be my fish curry on Friday, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, had an incident in the supermarket. I always seem to have stuff happening to me in the supermarket.
Oh, can we talk about it now?
Oh, I don't think so, mate. I think we're running out of
come
time.
on, mate.
Hey, but keep those Keyzie suggestions for Pugs coming on 3483. Oh, This has just made my day a bit of Green Day.
The Hodaki Big Show. Weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Oh, yeah, boy. Love it so much. With a Green Day for you on a Monday afternoon.
Yeah.
How good, eh, Mogi?
Oh,
Hey,
so
now, listen,
good.
we were mentioning at the start of the show, no Keyzie this week, and Pugs has taken over, or other Keyzie, as Mogi called him.
Yeah.
But we've since had some other suggestions for what we can call you, Pugs, while Keyzie is away. My favourite so far is Spare Keyzie.
Spare Keysie's pretty good.
Spare Keysie's pretty good. Somebody said, how about the Steamer, seen as Pugs as Keysie's number 2? I don't really want to be associated with a Keyzie Steamer.
Yeah,
I don't think
that's
it's creative.
Yeah, but I can see what he's saying.
Points there.
Dollar store Keyzie.
It feels somewhat reductive. Feels somewhat reductive.
Oh, dearie me.
Somebody said Keysish.
Keyzie, sure.
Keyzie of the Nile.
There was
Yeah, I don't
also
really
a
get
text on 3483 about the snoz, because what I must say is you've really sort of brought the balance down in terms of the snoz on the big show.
Yeah, well, this one's
you have
come
a
through.
normal size snoz.
This
Pugs.
one here says normal nose Keyzie.
Yeah.
Which I can appreciate, although I do have a deviated septum.
I've got a deviated septum, actually. I went and saw the ear, nose and throat doctor the other day. He goes, you break your nose? I said, no. He goes, oh.
Oh, that's an intriguing bit of knowledge to find out about you, Mogi. Actually, why do you have a deviated septum,
I have
Pugs?
no idea.
No.
I was either born with it or I got smacked in the head as a kid, and that's created that. I've had surgery on it since.
Oh, look, I've got a deviated septum too, but it was my own doing. Hey,
Jetstar Keyzie.
Jetstar Keyzie. Now listen, I had a bit of drama, and I mentioned I was at because my wife and I, Mogi, we've decided we've got to get back to our weekly shop. Because
we do that.
We're doing this sort of one day each day kind of shop, and it's just stupid. You end up spending like $70 every time you go to the supermarket. And I was like, enough of this.
Yeah.
We're going to do one shop.
Good on you, mate.
So we're standing there in the line. True story, this.
You're at the supermarket.
At the supermarket.
Pack and Save?
Pack and Save. Yeah,
I
Pack
know
and Save.
you. I know you,
all
mate.
right.
Nothing wrong with Pack and
Nothing
Save.
wrong with
No
it.
BS, no BS.
I had a selection of probably 6 supermarkets. I nailed it first time.
Though to be fair, for my meats, I'll go to Pharaoh's.
Oh, you flash
Yeah.
bastard.
Jeez, all right.
They're a
Okay.
butcher, you pig.
We don't have any. Yeah, we've only got the Mad Butcher around our place. So I'm not
yeah.
really keen. So I'm standing in line, right, and my tiny little monkey Hoity J ears detected a bit of angst behind me.
Sure.
Then there was a dude who I have to say looked a little the worse for wear. Like, he was probably
Right.
about 10 years younger than me, maybe about 30 odd.
Right, yeah.
And he looked a bit rough around the edges, and he was
Sure.
talking in a very urgent whisper, and I was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I
And
wanna
got the
hear
sort
this.
of, and so I just sort of took a few steps back and just tuned into his. He was on the phone, right? And he was going, yeah, and it was a very intense whisper going on. And this conversation went on for a little while, and I could tell that he was trying to sort of diffuse the situation.
Sure.
But after a while, he got a bit riled up and actually said not out loud, but in a very desperate whisper, "Yes, all right, I slept with her." And I went, "Oh my God. Oh my God."
That's
And I
juicy.
literally, I swear to God, could hear yelling on the other end of the phone. And he was going, "Oh, look, can we just talk about this when I get home?" I was pissed. Can we just talk about this when I get home? I'm in the middle of the supermarket.
Yeah.
How good, eh? Admitting to an affair while on the phone, standing in
Pack and
line
Save.
at a Pack and
What was
Save
he buying?
supermarket. Oh, just looks like some bangers and some white bread,
You're saying a box of condoms.
a box of condoms, some lube. There was some lube in there. I mean, I don't know if that's connected in any way.
We don't know.
But
We
it's
don't know.
amazing the things that I eavesdrop on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a
Because
good one.
I've picked up some amazing stuff over the years, man.
I don't know. I'm trying to remember a striking eavesdrop I've done. I like an eavesdrop.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, where you just sort of sidle over and you go, "Oh, I want a bit of this."
I was on the bus the other day and somebody was going off into the phone.
Right.
I don't think it was a relationship situation or
Yes.
a case of infidelity, but I can't even discern fully what it is because there were so many F-bombs. But
Yeah.
it was like she was backing herself 100%, which
Yeah.
I respected, but just, it was
Really
a long
selling
bus
it.
ride.
Really selling it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, if you've got any great eavesdrop stories, text us 3483. Love to hear them.
Yeah.
Any goss?
Yeah.
Any
I
drama?
certainly have overheard things. I was sitting at a restaurant last night listening to a guy bag poor people. That was good. He was really pissed off. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we got-
poor people are annoying.
Oh, God, it made me sick.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Sublime there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Monday afternoon, 20 minutes to 5 o'clock. Now, the 10K backbone shout thanks to Super Liquor Mogi. Mate, this is a hell of a price.
It is.
$10,000 cash. It's basically trade against trade. And all you need to do is you and your mates, or just you, whatever the trade, whatever it is you do as a job, get your mates together,
Yeah.
make a little video
Yeah.
where you're all saying backbone and send it to us. It's that simple.
And they just DM in it.
Yeah.
Spare Keyzie, is that the go?
There's multiple ways. There's multiple ways.
There's another
to do
one
it.
here, semi-Keyzie.
Is that talking about my unbidden erections?
Well, maybe. I
Oh,
don't know.
yeah.
It's just this is another suggestion on
Yeah,
3483.
right,
So
okay. Yeah.
what we can call you while Keyzie's away. Yes.
Sorry, so the 10K backbone shout you can enter just by sending us a DM at Hodaki Big Show on Instagram.
Yes.
Or
You DM that video, yeah.
you can post said video
Yes.
and tag at Hodaki Big Show.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's
Put on
that
your own
easy.
story.
And there's
Yeah.
there's multiple ways to do it, but those are the most simple ways. It's a very, very easy way to get yourself in the draw for 10 grand.
When's it get drawn?
We got a little while yet.
A little while.
No set
yeah,
date.
you don't
I
know.
think-
No set date.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe at the end of this month, actually, Mogi.
Oh,
I
that
think.
sounds about right.
Yeah.
Well, it's 10 grand, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It's commonly known as money for jam.
Yes, totally it is.
Can you tell me the three top reasons for why you wouldn't do this, Spare Keyzie?
You know what's crazy? I can't think of one.
I can't think of one either.
Neither can I.
There's no
actually.
reason.
You know?
10 grand for make a video.
Yeah.
5-second video?
And
10-second video?
imagine if, if you will, and when we say trade against trade, we're talking about every kind of job.
Yes.
You know, if you're a sole trader, whatever it is you do, just make the video and you go in the drawer. And just say, for example, you're a bunch of builders on a site there, you make the video, you win the 10K. Think about the massive hoolie you can have.
Yes.
Think about, you can listen to the Friday throbber on the Friday and then just not land the plane all weekend.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
For 10K, imagine it.
If you need an example, we've actually chucked up a couple of the really good ones
Oh,
on
yeah.
at Hodaki Big Show,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Instagram account there on the story. So if you send us your video and you see that we post it with the Super Liquor stamp of approval, that means you're in the draw.
Yeah,
So
beautiful.
those guys are in the draw.
Too
So
easy.
go and have a look.
And,
Yeah.
and basically, we're pretty liberal with the stamp.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't have to be a tour de force.
No.
It doesn't have to be Once Were Warriors or something like that. It doesn't have to be a classic.
Yeah.
It just needs to be you doing Backbone.
Thank you.
That's simple. Hey, let's get into a bit of Fleetwood Mac, why don't we? Chill. Just trim my pants a little bit there, undo the belt.
Yeah.
Putting the zipper down a bit on my sweatshirt there, and
Oh, thank God.
might dim the lights a bit as well, and
Yeah.
see what happens.
Yeah.
Saw a bit of avocado oil out there.
Ah.
I might bring that in, fellas,
Yeah.
to see where we end up.
The Hodaki Big Show. Weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Oh, yes, indeed, the darkness there to finish off the hour. I don't know about you guys, just on over the weekend, Keyzie away in Fiji for the week.
Yeah.
Don't know if you guys got a few somewhat incoherent messages over the weekend. Did that happen to you fellas at all?
I don't get much out of him, to be honest with you.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
I got a couple of messages on the app there. Didn't really make any kind of sense whatsoever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, they're a bit more liberal over there in terms of what you can get away with in terms of how steamed you are.
Yeah, I think so.
I was reading an article about some young fella over in Thailand somewhere who'd got maggoted. He was over there on a surfing trip. He got maggoted, then smacked over a few local fishermen. One of the old boys there, a few broken bones, all sorts.
Yes.
This young Aussie legend had to pay him 20 grand. All was forgiven.
Right.
And he said, the family forgave him, so he's feeling a bit better about himself. But I thought to myself, Jesus, this has got Keyzie written all over it.
Yeah,
Few
totally.
beers, shirt off,
yeah.
rampaging through the local villages, just swinging punches.
Well, you know, standing in the sun all day as well.
Yeah,
Because he was
that
saying...
massive honker just lit
that
up.
massive honker. And I've got to say, just on that front, with having you in the studio with us, Pugs, I'm getting a lot more light on my side of the studio now. You know what I'm saying? Because there's not this just huge snoz blocking.
It's a big beak.
Just incidentally, on that front, we never did finish off what the final tally was for the.
We'll have to work that out
system.
when old mate gets back. We're going to do the final tally, and then we're going to get a plastic surgeon in here, a rhino doctor.
Yeah.
To come in here and measure us up, weigh us up, and work out who's got the biggest.
Rhinos up.
How you weigh your nose?
yeah, it's going to be an absolute doozy. Hey, now listen, coming up after 5 o'clock, there's a lot going on, including kids say the damnedest things.
Oh, they do.
Which we've done before, where we talk about kids saying some absolute doozies to us. And I've got an absolute doozy that happened to me last night from my youngest, which I'll be sharing after 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
What else have we got after 5 o'clock? I've got to win our podcast winner.
Yeah.
For the podcast outro. We have 5 Keyzie words. If you send them in to us, you win a plethora of prizes and awards, don't you, Pugs?
Totally.
Or Spare Keyzie, as you now know.
Thought you forgot.
No, Spare Keyzie's good, Pugs.
Cool.
It's all good. So stay tuned.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Yeah, welcome back, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this Monday afternoon, 5 o'clock on the dot. Hey, beautiful timing, Spare Keyzie.
Really good.
Yeah, it was. You timed that up perfectly.
Oh, you're talking to
great.
me?
Yeah,
Pugs.
Pugs.
Right. Yeah.
Just to
Cool.
let people know that Keyzie's not here this week, and we've been thinking of names for old Pugs, and Spare Keyzie is the one that's
That's
sticking
the
at
one
the
that's
moment.
come through. There's another one that's come through here. The Pugs, the Keyzie, formerly known as Pugs.
That one's not bad.
Yeah, that's not
I
too
feel like
bad.
that's got some effort behind it, so I'll take it.
It just feels a bit wordy for me.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's
I want to
long.
say that
Yeah,
every time.
yeah,
Hey, now listen, coming up next, we've got Kids Say the Darndest Things. And basically what that section is about is when our kids say stuff to us which are absolute clangers.
Yeah.
Or absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
We gave some examples last time. I've got one from last night
Yeah.
from my youngest.
Yeah.
True story. Having a hoor of a
Are
fight.
you going to do this now?
You are, just to give people an
Oh.
example of it.
Yeah, okay, all right.
And we were having a huge argument there, as you do with your teenage daughter. And at one point I said to her, it's a bit of an own goal, this one.
Yeah.
I said,
Home goal?
you're lying to me. It's absolute BS. You are lying to me. It's as obvious as the nose on my face. To which she replied, and I quote, Jesus Christ, it's not that obvious. Daughter 1, Hoity J nil.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
did set her up
I
there.
worked it didn't even occur to
No.
me, until she went, and I was like, I just got absolutely hammered.
Owned.
We
they
also
call
got
that.
some BK vouchers if people
yeah.
do text in for the Big King XL. Some beautiful vouchers there
Yeah.
from one of BK's biggest. It's serious work.
Yeah, good stuff. We'll get into that.
3483.
After a little bit of Nirvana. What do you say, fellas?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, beautiful. Text us, 3483.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
What did you say?
Where did you learn that?
Oi, you watch your mouth. Sorry about that. She gets it from her mother.
Kids say the damnedest things. So good, man.
They do, though, don't they?
Yeah, they really do.
Yeah.
They really do. My favourite one from our last batch was the kid that said to his dad, why does our tomato plants not grow any tomatoes?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a doozy. So what are we looking at here, fellas?
What do you got there, Puggo?
We got one here that says, a few years ago, daughter, about 5, asked me if birds have bogies. Which is a pretty innocent...
That's a good
It's
question.
kind of a harmless, it's quite a nice
yeah.
one. Start off small. Had some on the Instagram as well. My younger brother didn't want me to babysit next door. He thought it was going to sit on babies.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to do that.
Yeah.
What, sit on
I
Hey,
babies?
This
we've
one-
all been there, though, haven't we?
I've
What,
got-
sitting on babies?
Sitting on babies,
Yeah,
yeah.
totally.
My 4-year-old niece loudly said, you never feed me, you asshole, in the supermarket because her mother wouldn't buy her chocolate.
My God. And this has just brought a memory back to me, Mogi. And I've told the story ages ago about one of my daughters when she was just a little toddler and I took her to the park on the swing.
Oh,
Do you remember that one?
yes.
And I was
That's a
on the
good one.
swing and it was at the park by the zoo at St. Luke's. And it was massively packed. massively packed. Parents everywhere, kids everywhere. My daughter's on the swing, and I said, it's time to go. We need to go. And she just refused to go. And so it got into the point where I had to actually start pulling her off the swing because she was absolutely adamant that she was refusing to leave.
Yeah.
And as I was pulling her off the swing, and she would have been about 3 or 4 maybe, as I was pulling her off the swing, she screamed at the top of her voice, "You're not my dad!"
Oh my
And I swear to God, every parent in that park just went whoop and was staring at me. And I was like, no, seriously, I am her dad. She's just being a little dick. Oh, that was an absolute doozy.
Is that the same one that made the honker joke yesterday?
No. No. The one thing I would say about my girls, they're quick. They're quick off the mark. You know what I mean?
That's a good thing. It does give you a bit more time. It does give you a bit more time on the swing when your father's been arrested for attempting to abduct a child from a local playground. Yeah.
Seriously, it was so bad, man. It still makes me shiver when I think about it. What else we got, boys?
This one here says, my 3-year-old, after doing a massive fart, said it's not farting, it's just my bum's deep breathing.
How are you getting on with your farting, by the way?
Farting's really good, man.
Oh, you got the charcoal pills?
Yeah, the charcoal pills are it. So if you're out there, you've got a problem with your wind, get onto these charcoal pills, man.
Yeah.
Solves
good
it.
stuff. How are you with the wind, Pugs?
Oh, I could probably use some charcoal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, keep those texts coming on 3483. Let's get into a bit of DD Smash, shall we?
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
What did you say? Where did you learn that?
Oi, you watch your mouth. Sorry about that. She gets it from her mother.
Kids say the damnedest things.
We did one last week, I think it was. My 3-year-old child was riding in the back seat of the car, stuck in morning traffic. She looks out the window, lets out a big sigh, and says, "I'm sick of this shit."
We can all relate, man.
Oh, yeah.
I've got to say, actually, on the traffic front and in the car mode at the moment, I'm losing my stuff very quickly.
Hey, I'm getting better. I'm really working on it.
I'm effing and jeffing like you wouldn't believe at the moment.
Yeah.
It's my release valve.
Yeah.
It's my safe place
Yeah,
where I
that's
can
right.
just really let loose.
Yeah, be a scumbag.
Hell yeah.
2-year-old daughter was in her car seat as we dropped off her 8-year-old brother to school. The principal opens the car door to say good morning to everyone and help my son out of the car. My daughter chooses this moment to pipe up and say, "Would someone get me out of this effing seat?"
Mind you, in fairness, those seats can be an absolute bastard.
They're tough to get out of,
You know
especially
what I mean?
if you're 2 years old.
Yeah. It's just a nightmare.
We got this message here on Instagram. Dad, can I have a cool silver bike like that lady? It was a woman in a wheelchair.
You can't read those ones out, Pugs.
Yeah.
Spare Keysie's had a shocker there.
Come on, Spare Keyzie.
We actually got we had another unrelated text here.
Oh, yeah?
Saying, hoping that a tropical storm hits Fiji so we can keep Spare Keyzie out of Studio B for a bit longer.
Trying to dig your way out of it. No,
Yeah.
people don't forget that stuff,
No.
man.
Exactly.
Actually, I was on the out and about with the whānau on the weekend. We went to this... it's sort of a cafe with an attached playground where they can rip you off.
Yes.
And charge you to play on some pretty... it was a pretty good playground. But like $8. I mean, we're not talking roller coasters.
What,
here.
they charge you to play in the playground?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what?
I know.
outrageous.
Couldn't believe it.
That's-
Couldn't believe it.
jeez.
Got them put on little plastic wristbands and everything. 3 years old, my daughter is. It's an outrage. She's stealing playtime now. God. But there's sort of all sorts of things. There's a weird scrotum-like sort of contraption there. Massive, though. Huge it was. Like a T-Rex's scrotum.
Okay.
But humongous. We should go out there one day. Actually,
Malleable?
it was pretty cool. It was made out of rope.
Oh, made
but
out of rope. Yeah,
pendulous.
okay. Yeah.
With
Can
little
relate.
other scrotums hanging off it.
Yes.
But yeah, there was also sort of a fort type thing and little bouncy trampolines here and there. Like, just kids running around having a great time. But my daughter's 3 going on 4, but there was another kid that was there. He was about, he must have been 10 or 11. He was too big, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
He should have been, bullying someone at a McDonald's or something. He was too big.
Yeah.
So he's going around sort of shoulder barging all the other little kids. And it's one of those things where you're like, do I get involved? It wasn't overt enough to really get involved. You know, he wasn't smashing them over, but he was certainly going out of his way to go out of his way.
He was letting them know that he was in the joint.
That's right, exactly. Yeah. He was, big man on campus sort of styles, you know what I mean? Anyway, my missus, we were sitting there having a coffee and something to eat, so we're just sort of keeping an eye. I don't like sort of hovering around and being super close and being, you know what I mean? It's
helicopter
exactly. Give her a bit of space. But there's a few places we can sort of lose her in the trainer. So it's not the kids to worry about so much as the sickos that are around. So after a while, I sort of thought, I haven't seen her for, about an hour or two now, so I might just go and see if I can find her. And it was about an hour. And I go around there, and she's sitting up on this fella's shoulders there. And what she'd done was she jumped off this fort and landed on his shoulders and sort of sort of style, sort of a Xena type of an affair.
Yes.
Landed on his shoulders and put him in a sleeper hold. And she just hadn't let go. She had locked in, and his face was as purple as a purple thing, man. It was not good.
Because I recall she did that with your dog as well.
Oh, yeah.
In the kitchen.
She's a natural.
Yeah.
Off the fridge.
Off the fridge.
Yeah, got our dog. That's why our dog's eyes bulge out of his head. Not unlike this kid.
Yes.
He's going to have a couple of bulges on him for the rest of his life, man. But I was proud of her.
Yeah, well, she's sort of the flat track bully out.
Yeah, exactly right.
Nice.
He won't be doing that. He won't be doing much, to be honest.
How old's your daughter?
Going on 4.
And how old do you think this other kid was?
He was about 12. Yeah. Yeah.
Big unit too, you were saying.
Well, he was a big boy, but the thing about Liz, she uses, she doesn't have the size, so she uses the smarts.
Yes.
You know, she out-thought him. So just jumping off the old overbridge there, God, he didn't see it coming. But yeah, he was still out. He was still out when we made a run for the car.
I love that age.
She's a good bastard, man. You'd like her. You'd like her spare Keyzie.
I'd be a little bit scared to meet her, if I'm honest.
Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Oh, yes, indeed. The National there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Monday afternoon, 27 minutes past 5 o'clock. Now, the podcast, highlights of the show and the outro today.
Yes.
For the second time in podcast history, we had to put a disclaimer on our outro.
Yeah.
We had no idea Pugs was so filthy.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
And so we were forced into a situation where we had to warn people before the podcast.
It'll be my preference if we just let Spare Keyzie go.
Yes.
I mean, it's PG material. It's filth. It's pretty full on.
PG. Parental guidance?
Like a personal grievance.
Oh, personal grievance. I was checking
yeah.
it, so you meant like PG rating.
No.
And I never realised you had
$5,000.
So much rage in you as well, Pugs.
But you're massively it was predominantly filth because he was banging on about how he was banging on all weekend.
Yeah, just shagging like a crazy man.
Yeah, a rabid dog, you said.
You know, and the thing about it too, which upset me the most, it was just, like, I don't mind a bit of filth.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying,
I was
Mogi?
blushing.
Yeah, but it was the dirtiness of it.
Yeah.
You know, it was dirty.
You can't have filth without dirt.
Well, yeah, there's filth and then there's just dirty.
Yeah. Made me a bit queasy, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'll be honest.
Well, coincidentally, do you want to listen to the outro clip?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, go on.
Okay, here we go.
So, when you play the podcast, don't play it in the car with the kiddies.
Or anywhere with kids.
Or anywhere with kids.
Yeah,
good point, Mogi.
Yeah. Less said the better, I think.
Yeah, and once again, it was you that was disgraceful that led us there.
Yeah, that's right, it was me.
No, sorry, it was,
It was me.
I like your dirtiness.
No, it was good.
Yeah.
It was a good kind of filth.
Yeah, your filth
It's not even
is good.
filth, really.
Your filth is so good, it's almost clean.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, now listen, every day that we do the podcast outro, we do a Keyzie word. If you send all 5 Keyzie words for the week into us at the Instagram account, you could win some prizes. Richard, you mad bastard, how's life?
Oh, g'day, you dirty rooters. How are you?
Hey, you mad shagger.
Yeah, good, thanks, man. Good. Hey, what do you do for a crust, Richard?
Me, I'm actually, do you remember a little story way back when your personal supply got picked up in the ocean back there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm part of one of those government businesses, my friends. I can't tell you which
Oh,
one.
yeah.
okay.
Good on you, mate.
Backbone!
Yeah,
Massive
we need those
backbone.
guys. We need those guys.
Absolutely. And so you obviously listen to the podcast outro. Richard, good on you, mate. Can you remember any of the Keyzie words, or should we just get Pugs to fire through them, or speak Keyzie?
I remember a couple of them. One that really stuck to mind, I see on my notes right here. I might have misspelled it, but it says Pussy Bicky.
Let me rephrase that. Pussy Bicky.
Yeah. What are the other ones there, Spare Keyzie?
Got that one wrong there, boys.
Effin' and Jeffin' was
and
one of them.
Jeffin'.
Apologies. And cheese balls.
Cheese balls.
Yeah. No more pussy biscuits for old Mogi now.
No,
he's on the up.
I'm on the up.
Hey, because of that, Richard, you've won yourself a Backbone T-shirt. What else there, Pugs? Some BK, I imagine?
Richard, you're getting a Backbone tee. You're getting some BK vouchers. We've got some Hodaki goodies in there for you, like a little bar blade for you to impress everybody you pop a drink for. And we've got some Gorillas band merch as well. Like there's a shirt there, a vinyl slip mats and badges as well.
Beauty.
So we're going to chuck all that together in one giant prize pack and ship that out to you, Richard.
Thank you kindly, gentlemen. I'm actually heading to Croatia tomorrow, so I can get that ASAP.
No worries, mate. We'll get there.
I'll drive it down for you.
No worries. Good on you,
Yeah.
Richard, you mad
Cheers, boys.
bastard. See ya, mate. There you go. Another happy winner, eh, Mogi?
Sick bastard.
Cool.
Hey,
Pugs.
go and check out the outro today and just get an idea of how
I'd give it a
shocking
swerve, actually.
Pugs was.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Bush there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Monday evening. The time is 5:41, which means it's time for...
Time to chat footy with me, Keyzie. What are the Warriors up to?
It's a great sting.
Yeah, it is a great sting, and it's a great opportunity for you, Spear Keyzie, to really take the ball by the horns now and hoe into it. And I know you were saying last week, wasn't he, Mogi? He was pretty anxious about this slot. Yeah, big opportunity for him. So,
well, I think the fact, just having listen back to a few episodes, we haven't really given Keyzie a fair run. We were talking about that last week in the production meetings, and we thought, well, let's make the next one Keyzie does it. Keizie's not here, so Spare Keizie's here, so Spare Keyzie can do it.
Yeah, away you go, Spare Keyzie.
I mean, you don't want to wait until Keizie's actually back.
There's going to be another game there, won't there?
Opportunity.
We would have missed the game that just happened this weekend.
Yeah.
Absolute doozy it was too.
Yeah. It's not really my field of
expertise. Did you watch the game?
What's that?
Did you watch the game?
I watched part of the game.
Good.
Yeah,
Right
okay,
off
well,
you go.
away
bit
you
of the
go,
game
mate.
there.
That's all you need.
Excellent.
Had a great time watching that game. Keyzie was doing his commentary at the time as well, actually.
Let's keep him out of this.
He's not here. This is your opportunity, Spare Keyzie.
Hey, look, we played really well. We smashed it out of the gate, right? Well, it was the Canberra Reds. Hey?
So close.
Oh, God.
Was it not the Reds?
So close.
What is the actual team?
Canberra Raiders.
Raiders. It's Raiders. Yeah.
They call them the Reds because they're green. The green machine.
I'm actually colourblind, so that's offensive.
Right.
But no, we played really, really well. We had a great lead when I tuned into the game.
Oh, in the second half.
Yeah, in the second half, that's right.
Yeah. Okay.
And some outstanding tries there. And they got to the point where they kind of... they had a bit of time to try some stuff, which is always great in these games. You know what I mean? When you get a big enough lead like they did, wow.
Yeah.
So
Just feels like you're treading water, to be honest.
Could you, one of the things to cover off would be things like a score.
Yes.
I'm going to go and say it was 30-ish, around maybe 8.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
How's that?
36-14. Good work.
Yeah.
So
thereabouts. Punch.
roundabouts. Yeah, totally. It's usually a lot more to say when Keyzie's here. Look, Sean Johnson, he got whacked in the nose, in the honker there. That was pretty tough to watch, man. And we were talking about how, when you get hit in the nose, no matter how hard it is, your eyes always water.
That's true, man.
So you have watery eyes.
I just sort of
That's
feel...
more honker chat than league chat.
I thought you guys liked...
$5, Pugs.
I feel like a bit of a I feel used a little bit. You know what I mean? I feel like we've been giving someone an opportunity, and we've decided to just pull back a little bit. And Pugs, you've sort of, spare Keyzie. You've really dropped the ball on this one, literally.
Yeah, it's this is what we were worried about, spare Keyzie, is that, you sort of hand it over to Keyzie and he's going to be no good, and so it's proven.
Yes.
I tell you who didn't.
Who was the least you can do is what Keyzie generally does. Who was the hottest player on the park?
Yes, good question.
Who's your yummy boy of the week?
Yummy boy of the week.
Yummy boy.
Well, I quite like... I thought Sean Johnson was looking pretty hot.
Yummy,
he was looking great.
Until he had his honkers smashed.
Well, but even then, the way he's carried himself...
good.
Well, hang on. Yeah.
Okay, so Sean Johnson, that's what you're going with?
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Okay. We do them every week. It's getting embarrassing.
Yeah, it is.
Just a little update there. The Warriors are currently sitting in sixth position, going into the bye.
Into the bye, yeah.
Going into the bye.
Going into the bye, sixth
good
position.
Stuff. Feeling good.
Yeah, it's feeling real good, mate.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Book your tickets for the grand final. It's on.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Hey, here's Van Halen.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
Yeah, welcome back, you mad bastards. Now, don't forget that the big show is on the road this week, down to the Tron on Thursday. Field days.
Hell yeah.
Very much looking forward to that. Very much looking forward to meeting the punters out there.
Yeah.
So if you are at Field days on Thursday, come and say good day if you see us around. Also, Good George.
Yes.
We're going to be doing a show live from there,
yes,
which we've done before. Bloody great location. So if you and your mates are sort of in the general area, is it Frankton?
It is in Frankton, yeah.
Come and say good day, have a few beersies, score a bit of merch. I believe there's 100 Backbone T-shirts to give away as well.
That's right. First 100 people through the door are going to get themselves a Backbone T-shirt. She's going to be a hell of a night. I'm expecting no shortage of absolute scumbags to come along to that, so we look forward to seeing you there.
Massively.
And,
absolute backbones.
While we are at the actual field days, we're going to hang out with our mates at JCB. They do all kinds of massive excavators, loaders, and forklifts.
That's where I get all my forklifts from.
So that's at Site Q1.
Do they do diggers?
Oh, yeah, they do.
They also do teller trucks, compaction equipment. You into that?
Actually, I need to compact it.
Yeah.
Bit of fence action going on at the moment, so a compact. You reckon we can get some of that stuff?
Well, I mean, we're going to be there and they're going to have it, so I don't see why not.
And listen, just in terms of coming to the Good George afterwards, do come and say good day and have a beersy. If you bring some sickies, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to, but obviously if you've got some, feel free to come and say good day, and maybe Mogi and I can waddle off into the alleyway with you for a little while and have a little chat and that sort of stuff. We might even do some selfies, that sort of carry on, eh?
I'm excited. It's my first field days with you guys. First live show as well with you fellas.
Hey, now listen, plenty coming up after 6, including What's on the TV with Mike Minogue. Also, we've got some more texts coming in from kids say the darndest things. And I had a bit of a run-in with mad cow's disease, which we'll have a chat about as well.
Hodaki Big Show Podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Welcome back, you mad bastards. Great to have your company after 6 o'clock. Just for those of you that are just joining us, by the way, no Keyzie this week. We've got Spare Keyzie, a.k.a. Pugs, in the studio with us. Just on the news previous, Mogi, they're talking about mad cow's disease.
Were they?
Yeah. In the last news cycle there, I've actually had mad cow's disease.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Didn't affect me at all, really, to be honest.
You're just mildly pissed off.
I was going to say I was mildly grumpy.
Yeah.
How does that get transmitted?
So many people, go make a big deal about it, but it was nothing really.
Just a bit grumpy in the morning, then you can't good in the afternoon.
A little bit tetchy, you know what I mean? And I'd fly off the handle a little bit every now and then.
The douche.
Occasionally I'd froth at the mouth. You know what I mean? But that's generally because I was, a bit too fired up. It's overplayed and overrated as far as I'm concerned.
Fecal matter.
Yeah, fecal matter.
Is that how it's transmitted?
Fecal matter,
Right. I used to be into fecal matter for a while. I don't want to get into the details of that, Pugs, but suffice to say it was just something that I was a little bit into for a while.
You might not know about this, but he was a scat man.
I sure was, mate.
Hate that.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Red Hot Chili Peppers there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Monday evening, but right now it's time for What's on the Telly with Mike Minogue. Yeah! back, Mogi.
Yeah, a little bit back.
Yeah, that's good. Actually, it is sounding good.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, yeah.
That caught me off guard.
Yeah,
eh?
Yeah.
No, it was good. I watched the Wales on your Friday there, and then on
Yes.
the Saturday, I feel like I continue to watch Barry,
Yes.
which is started out. The first 2 seasons were incredible. It's gone off a cliff, but I'm just trying to get my way to the end,
Right, okay, yeah.
which is a
yeah.
bit of a shame. But I heard about this movie that I want to watch. This movie is called Tiptoes. You heard about this movie?
No.
2003. Matthew McConaughey is in a relationship with Kate Beckinsale, gets her pregnant.
Right.
Pretty exciting.
Right.
They go back to meet his family. He is the only I don't want to say normal, but the only grown full-size person.
Right, okay.
The rest of his family
Yes.
are little people.
Yes.
Formerly known as dwarves. Gary Oldman is his father. Peter Dinklage is a motorcycle gang member. Everybody else.
I've never heard of this
huge
movie.
stars in this movie. Every single one of them are dwarves, except for little people, except for Matthew McConaughey, Kate Beckinsale. I've never heard of this film in my life.
No, neither have I.
And I don't know
for some
how
reason
that's possible.
It's vaguely familiar to me. I don't know
it's
why.
not the sort of thing I would have gone, have I heard of this before? It's like, I've heard of this before.
Yes.
I have not heard of this before.
You
Right,
hear of
okay.
Matthew McConaughey in 2003, you think a rom-com.
Rom-com. This
But
is a
that
rom-com.
is quite a-
This is a
He's
hell of
so
a film.
interesting.
And she said,
He
you
is.
never told me that all your family were dwarves. He said, little people. They're little people.
Yeah.
So, I mean, obviously it's not the sort of thing you get made today. Looking forward to watching that.
I'm
Yeah,
one of
right.
those
About
guys.
20% on Rotten Tomatoes.
So it'll be sick.
My wife, I couldn't convince her to watch it with me.
Yes.
I said, well, that'll be one I watch by myself.
Yeah, it'll be a loner. I'm sort of ambivalent about Matthew McConaughey because early on he was
Look,
just
I'll be
the
honest,
stud
I
with
won't
the
be
charming.
watching it. I won't be watching it for Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, I know, but at times he's actually quite good.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, and I actually quite like him as an actor.
Same.
I've been watching an Australian
He's
drama.
very good in the film Mud.
Yes, he is. I just saw that about 3 weeks ago.
Great film.
True Detective
Yeah.
season 1 as
Oh,
well.
True Detective.
That's a banger. One of the all times.
Yeah, it is.
But I'm watching an Australian drama called The Devil's Playground.
Oh, yes.
And it's basically, I think, my wife and I were trying to figure it out the other night, maybe the 80s, set in the 80s.
Righto.
And suffice to say, priest children.
Ah,
yeah, I
I'm
know,
out.
I know. But it's actually very well acted. It's actually a very good series. The great Kate Blanchett is in it. It is very good, and as much as I hate the subject matter, I enjoy it for the drama of it.
I'll give that a
Right.
miss.
But
Yeah,
fair
fair
enough.
enough. Yeah.
What are you watching, Pugs?
Look, I'm going from the top all the way to the bottom. I started last night with Succession. I've
Yes. Oh, yeah.
smashed it all the way through to season 4 now.
Boom.
And I'm so deep in it.
I'm amazed that you're able to watch so much, given how much you make love.
Well, you can do 2 things at once sometimes.
That's
can't
true.
you?
Yeah,
You
that's
heard
true.
of Neon
Yeah.
and Chill,
Yeah.
No, I thought the first episode of season 4, that's obviously they're doing a lot of establishing, and it felt quite obvious they were trying to catch up everybody the whole episode.
Yes.
So it wasn't my favourite, especially after how much of a banger season 3 was.
Yeah.
So many of
I
those
think it's a bit
episodes
of a slow
were
burn.
some of my favourites of
It's
the
a slow
whole
burn.
season. Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Good on you.
season.
Yeah.
And also keep in mind that every episode is a day.
Oh,
So they're all
really?
consecutive days.
I didn't
so
know
it
that.
starts at dusk and it finishes at night.
Yeah,
and
right.
The next episode, and which I didn't know until episode 7.
And I
That's
didn't
so
know
good
till-
to know now. Yeah, that's great.
I didn't know till Mogi told me.
Yeah, it would have been good if we knew that.
Yeah.
So that would help.
And then I watched Love Island. So we're back on.
Yeah, boy.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
LMNOP there on the radio, Hodaki Big Show this Monday. That was good, wasn't it?
Not bad, not
It was
bad.
not too bad.
It did make me look up.
Hey, now listen, a really exciting event coming up very shortly. A day in lieu, Radio Hodaki, a day in lieu for bowel cancer New Zealand, Mogi. First and foremost, raising money for bowel cancer, really good thing to get involved with.
Yep.
It's going to be a spectacular day with all of the Radio Hodaki team involved, all the announcers.
Yeah.
We're going to be on stage doing the shows live. It's going to be a hell of a hoolie, mate.
It is going to be a hell of a shindig there. You ever had bowel cancer, man?
No, well, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's not one of the good ones, that's for sure.
No.
I think we're probably expecting a couple of thousand people down there, are we?
I'd say so.
Yeah.
And it's going to be held at the Empire Tavern in Victoria Street,
West in
obviously.
Auckland, here in Auckland,
Which is
6
convenient.
a.m. to
Yeah.
6 p.m. She's all day, 12 hours of
Yes,
it.
beautiful.
And you can make a donation by texting Lou to 3493. It's $3. Bang.
And I just want to reiterate that again, that text number 3493,
3493.
as opposed to what we're normally doing. And as we
usual.
say,
Yeah.
as we say, it's going to be a really good day of radio entertainment.
It will be. I'll be honest with you, it's probably going to be exactly the same.
Yeah,
but
well,
the difference
it will be.
is...
Well, you're doing some rapping, aren't you?
Oh, I'll be
In
doing some
between-
rapping.
Yeah.
So we'll be down at the pub there. So sort of in the lap of temptation, really.
Yeah, are you going to get on it? You were saying
Well,
to
as
get on
I say,
it.
the lap of temptation. It's a Wednesday.
Yes.
The next day we've got field days. So big day. We've got a big drive. We've got a set up. We've got all of that sort of
Oh,
stuff.
no,
is
no,
that...
not for a little while
Oh, no,
yet.
it's a
No,
couple
this
of
one's
weeks.
28.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was going to
Not
say,
this
Mogi.
Wednesday, mate. No,
Yeah,
we've got a bit of
no,
time.
no.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure you're listening. Wednesday, the 28th of June.
Yeah, great
All right,
stuff,
so we've got
mate.
a few weeks.
Get
So,
involved.
yeah, I'll get on it.
Yeah, great. You're going to get on it, Pugs?
Yeah, I think I will.
Good on you, mate.
Yeah, mate. So come and say good day, and you might even score a selfie or two from
Wow.
Mogi.
Yeah.
And
Well, that-
mine will be free, of course. Mogi
Well-
charges $60.
What about,
pretty
why don't
good.
you put them towards the donations?
Nah.
No? Okay, cool.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Yes, indeed. Big tick for the Monday show there. Mogi, your plans for the night? Just taking it easy? Maybe a bit of watching, a bit of viewing, a bit of lovemaking, a bit of eating, a bit of sleeping, I'm picking.
Tick, 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 tick.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pugs, what are you up to tonight, mate?
Probably big chilling, man.
Yeah.
Make
bit of
some tea.
Succession.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
And hopefully some Love Island.
Yeah.
Seriously, man, I've lost all respect for you knowing you watch that. Thought you were
great.
quite a good dude.
No.
Now you're just a loser.
Thanks, mate.
That's for me. Oh, I'll smash the gym a couple of times tonight. Get home, have a bit of food, a bit of kai, do some stretches, some meditation.
Yeah.
And then go to sleep probably. Wake up the next day feeling like crap.
Yeah, man. That's the
Thinking,
go.
oh God, I've lived for another day.
And that's
You know
why
what I'm
we do
saying?
it. That's why we
I better
do
go
it.
and have a durry and a coffee quickly before I give up on everything.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, it's been an absolute pleasure having your company this Monday afternoon. You take care out there. Until tomorrow, we'll see you later.